bring in senior investigative reporter Aaron Katursky in Ukraine, along with ABC's Elizabeth Schulze in Washington for more on this. Elizabeth, Russia says that it's ready for new talks about a potential ceasefire, saying their negotiators will be waiting for the Ukrainian delegation this evening. But Ukraine still hasn't confirmed. So what's the latest there?
Well, Diana, as one senior U.S. official tells us, these peace talks really do appear to be a sideshow. The Kremlin says that it's prepared to send a delegation for negotiations as soon as tonight. Ukraine has not responded to that. The Kremlin has suggested those talks would take place on the Belarus-Poland border, but they haven't specified a time or a place at this time. And Ukraine's foreign minister says that Russia is still issuing ultimatums, that this can't happen at the same time that it's pushing for negotiations on peace to happen. We also heard from President Zelensky, who said, look, we're willing to sit down and talk about peace, but not at the same time that these bombings are going on. And right now, it does not look like there's any sign of that letting up, Diane.
Elizabeth, is there any sense of who has the leverage in these talks? On the one hand, Russia's economy is being decimated, and they seem more and more isolated as this goes on. But on the other hand, I mean, Russian troops are closing in on Kyiv right now, just on the outskirts of the city, according to the mayor. And they have a huge military presence in Ukraine right now.
Well, the big question here, Diane, on who has the leverage is how much President Putin really cares that his economy is being decimated. We are seeing, again, those massive moves lower in the ruble, the Russian currency. That is affecting real average Russian households. It's affecting Russian business. We know the members of Putin's inner circle are being targeted as well. But yet still, it hasn't stopped him so far. So on that front, he's continuing to move forward. And officials are saying here in the U.S., Pentagon officials, the State Department, all signs point that President Putin continues to go forward with what could be a very bloody assault here that could go on for days, potentially weeks, as he continues to close in on the capital of Kyiv. On the other hand, we have seen this momentum from Ukrainian forces. President Biden, in his State of the Union speech last night, alluded to the fact that Ukrainian forces have been more resistant than many expected, that President Putin underestimated them perhaps, and that they're going to continue to fight. Certainly that's the message that President Zelensky is continuing to repeat today, though the reality is they are still outnumbered there on the ground.
And Elizabeth, President Biden also announced in his State of the Union last night that the U.S. would close its airspace to Russian airlines, joining Canada and the EU in taking that step. So what kind of an impact could that have?
Well, Diane, this is another move to try to squeeze Russia's economy. The U.S. joining its allies in this move to basically limit Russia's commercial aircraft activity is a way to say we're going to try to put the pressure on. And as President Biden said last night, it further isolates Russia. He said President Putin has no idea what's coming here. It could also potentially limit the ability of Russia to get supplies that are in other countries that it would need to fly to get. But ultimately, this is a way to show that united front. The Transportation Department and the FAA have said they're going to release more details, but this ban will be going into effect quickly, of course, as the U.S. has followed the EU and Canada in these flights.
All right, Elizabeth Schulze from D.C. for us. Thanks, Elizabeth.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.